Are you struggling out of the gates in 2024? I know I am. So I want to share with you some of my wins, my losses, but where I think I'm going in 2024. This week on True Talk, guys, it's all about taking on 2024 head on and not being overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed because I have real estate development, lending, mortgages, real estate, which I'm doing pre licensing for 90 hours, trying to get it done in a month, and nonprofit work. And oh, by the way, I have 2 podcasts, social media to be ran, and a few other things. But I wanted to share with you guys that I am struggling, but I had a great conversation with a good friend of mine today, also mentor, about how things are stacking up and where my why of why I'm doing all of this lines up. And he brought a very good point out. Why continue to stress about the real estate pre-licensing if it's going to slow everything else down in your why? And I had not thought of it that way. And I overlooked it. That's the best way to describe it. I overlooked it. Am I going to try to do it in 30 days? Yes. But am I going to let it stress me out on the days that I cannot allocate 3 hours a day? No, that I'm going to have to change. But he also suggested to reach out to the sponsoring broker that I'm working with to be able to have that conversation and say, can we get it done in 60 or 90 days? He said preferably 90. But the challenge for me is I want to get things done under the wire, move it forward and get on. I hate things lingering. And at 90 days, I make it, it feels lingering. But I also know that we're coming into the spring season for housing. And for us, it's spring season because January, we have to start building for a March and April delivery. So I have to be able to start doing that today. And if I lose focus on my top line revenue, which is houses, everything else falls apart. And that doesn't make any sense. So, guys, in all of this, what I wanted to really put out there is prioritize your why and have it at the top. And as you layer on things that need to be done, they have to tie into your why. Don't get me wrong, the real estate ties in, but it's a little bit further down the road to where I need to make sure my bills are paid and the company's bills are paid and everybody's healthy and happy in the first 2 slots. Building, lending. After that, it's gravy and it becomes a lot easier. But if we have struggles in life, don't give up, push forward, but also get organized. And that's something I have struggled most of my life with is being organized. I block and tackle now. So on my calendar, I have hours blocked out to study for the real estate exam. I have hours that are blocked out to do social media and also my podcast recordings and post production stuff. And then I have time that I can take phone calls from clients. And that seemed to work very well because once you get people into a slot and you start showing them that these are your times that are available, you're getting into a routine and it's starting to flow. I don't have to stress about that. I'm stressed about the 3 hours a day that I need to put in to be able to get this real estate testing done because I think there's a lot to be left on the table if I don't get it done sooner. Just for the simple fact the market is changing, the real estate market is changing, and then the realtor segment is changing. And I want to be able to capitalize on that. So, guys, I'll end it out here. If you're struggling with anything, get organized, step up to your why, make sure your why's at the top, and then work your way down. But if there's something in your way that you're working on and it doesn't tie into your why, put it at the bottom and figure a way to work around it or let it sit there for the time being and then come back to it. But don't let it stress you out and don't let it stop you from accomplishing your why. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you later.